Meanwhile, Gulf Asia ties in focus today with the Tadawul Capital Market Forum underway in Hong Kong. The Saudi Tadawul and the Hong Kong Exchange want to enable cross-listing and streamline access for investors in both markets. Emily Tan has been speaking to leaders there and joins us live now. Ems, great to see you. What are officials there saying about the opportunity that this investment corridor is opening up?
Hi there, Dan, and it's very exciting to be coming to you live from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange for the Capital Markets Forum second installment. So this is the second year in a row that it's taking place here in Hong Kong, and of course this is co-organized by the Saudi Tadawul Group as well as Hong Kong Exchanges and Clearing. With this, the theme this year is powering connections. They're looking to bridge markets between the Middle East and East Asia and beyond, and they're creating this platform, this opportunity to spotlight cross-border investment trends, regulatory collaboration, also the next phase of capital market integration between the Middle East and Asia. I got a chance to speak to the head of the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, Bonnie Chan, talking about what the further cooperation between the Middle East markets and the next phase of capital market integration, what that would look like. This is what she had to say.
This is the second CMF hosted in Hong Kong. I would say compared to last year, there is certainly more interest and in fact more familiarity. As I mentioned in many occasions, for investors to get to know and grow their familiarity with a market requires time. And I'm therefore extremely pleased to see yet another Saudi-facing ETF getting listed on our markets, and I am quite confident that as we continue to build not only the ETF but a universe of different products, so that we will give more opportunities to investors on both markets to really participate and partake in these opportunities, we will see even more activity between the two markets.
As you continue to build your bridges and get closer in terms of the participation, what does the next phase look like? You've already recognized 3 markets in the Middle East. What more can we see?
Okay, well, so just now, I was watching your chat with the financial secretary. I think that connectivity is going to build, and it's not just confined to the financial market, right? I think we mentioned also that, we want to have bridges built, in terms of tourism, industries, etc. So we are doing our part on the finance side. I think it's a matter of time that you will see not only products being listed, we are working earnestly in talking to companies, and we're talking about both ways, right? Either Saudi companies coming or Middle Eastern company coming to our market and vice versa. I will obviously keep you posted as soon as we hear good news.
I had a chance to speak to Financial Secretary Paul Chan on the stage in a fireside chat this morning, and I was talking to him about Saudi Vision 2030. As you know, this is the program for economic, social, and cultural diversification, and I asked him how Hong Kong can, what the contribution is the city has to that vision. This is what he had to say.
The idea is to facilitate cross-border collaboration from the real economy and to the finance sector. And for Saudi Arabia, for example, they have the Saudi 2030 vision. And for the other few Gulf countries, they also have similar vision. So what they have in mind is not just financial investment, but diversification of their economy, expanding beyond the oil-related industry. So what we have in mind is to bring together a range of business delegates that would foster this kind of collaboration and deepen the connections between the two economies. And the financial services products will emerge from that to serve the real economy as well.
So the Capital Markets Forum is bringing together, we got various companies, stakeholders, and they're still on stage here. The panels have been ongoing. This is a 2-day event and really wanting to form partnerships and strategies to shape the future of capital markets across the two regions. Dan.
Indeed, Ems, and there is a real opportunity here for Saudi Arabia as well. We know the economy in Saudi Arabia is really underpinned by the Vision 2030 agenda. The focus of the government over the last couple of years has been attempting to de-risk the Vision 2030 infrastructure spending in order to crowd in private capital. And of course, when we see this type of investment corridor opening up between the Gulf and Asia, then perhaps the government on this side sees that as an opportunity to deepen the integration there and to attract new foreign capital. Ems, the other interesting angle to this is that we are also seeing some pretty strong momentum in the Sukuk market this year. There's a new report out from S&P that says global issuance is expected to reach up to $200 billion this year alone. Are you hearing much buzz about Sukuk or Islamic finance specifically, or is that still a pretty niche topic on the ground there?
Well, we had a big gong ceremony listing here in front of the Capital Markets Forum guests, and it was the first government Sukuk ETF listing here in Hong Kong. And of course, it was presided over by the financial secretary. This is the Premier BOCHK Saudi Arabia government Sukuk ETF. It is now listed in Hong Kong, traded for a couple of hours, and it is traded in both US dollar as well as Hong Kong dollar. Last traded the US dollar at $10.34. The Hong Kong dollar up 1.8%, last done at 82.56. So as you all know, Sukuk's a little bit more of a new product that is being listed in the Hong Kong market. So what we have to get to know and be educated about is that the ownership of these assets are consistent with principles of Islamic law known as Sharia, and that the receipt of payment or interest and involvement in non-halal activities such as dealing in alcohol and pork are not allowed. Also, Sukuks do not offer interest payments to their holders. Holders are entitled to share of the revenue generated and the capital appreciation of the Sukuk's underlying assets. So with this and this new product that has been launched into the Hong Kong market, as the closer ties are developed between Hong Kong, China, and that of the Middle East, we're also learning about in terms of culture and these new products that are coming to the Hong Kong market today. So Sukuk, we have a new one, the government Sukuk that is listed today, but also there is an HSBC and BlackRock Sukuk ETFs already traded in the Hong Kong market. So we are doing this in a step-by-step approach, but of course there was a big gong ceremony today and exciting to see that development.